Hello students, by this time all of you have learned that various parts or components work together to form a computer system. This computer system can further be divided into two categories, the hardware and the software. Today in this video, we will learn a little bit about the hardware parts. Now those who don't have book, for them this video will be very helpful because computer is basically a practical based subject. If you attend the live classes carefully and if you go through these videos carefully, I hope a lot of your problem will be solved without the book. So let's start. Now first the question may come to in your mind that what is a hardware? Hardware refers to all the physical parts of a computer that you can touch or feel. As in this picture you can see the keyboard, monitor, CPU, all these parts you can touch and you can see externally. Not only this CPU and the external parts, as in this picture the internal part of a CPU, these also consist of the hardware. Now this hardware is again divided into four categories: the input devices, the output devices, the CPU and the storage devices. We will learn about storage devices some other day on some other video. Let's go through a quick revision about the input devices and the output devices. We will also learn little bit about CPU. So let's start. This is the computer keyboard. It has many keys on it, as you can see. You can type or enter data by pressing various keys on the keyboard. We will learn in more details about the use of keyboard in some other video. For today you should know that this keyboard is a very important input device. All the informations we type through the keyboard, it gives in information to the computer. Computer takes in information through the keyboard. So the keyboard is an input device. Information going inside computer, it is an input device. Mouse is again an important input device. A mouse helps us to point and select things on the monitor. You can enter or input data by clicking the mouse. The use of a mouse, the use of right click and left click, dragging of mouse, we will have another video on this. We will learn in details about the use of a mouse in that video. Next is microphone. Microphone is also an input device because it is also used to input sound into a computer. Sound going inside the computer, so it is an input device. It can be used to record different sounds. For example, we can narrate a story or recite a poem and get it recorded on the computer using a microphone. Scanner is again an input device. Just as a photocopy machine copies text and images from one paper to another, a scanner copies the text and images from a paper onto a computer. In the other words, a scanner creates an electronic copy of the printed paper. The paper document is stored inside the computer memory with the help of a scanner. So again here it is an input device. It is scanning inside the computer's memory. Webcam is a camera connected to a computer that is used to take pictures and videos. You can compare the webcam of a computer with the front camera of your Android phone. This takes the picture during a video chat, the other person can see you if your computer is connected to a webcam. The webcam will take the picture and it will be reflected on that person's monitor. So webcam here is acting as an input device. Webcam is another input device. Monitor is the display device. It displays everything that the keyboard is taking in, the mouse action, everything is displayed on the monitor. So you can understand, student, as it is displaying the action of input means it is an output device. It is giving out the information. Some informations given to the computer through the keyboard has been processed in its memory, and the result of processing is displayed on the monitor as output. So the monitor is an output device. It is showing us something. Speaker is another example of output device, because the voice that you have recorded using a microphone that you have given into the computer using the microphone, you can hear to that sound, you can listen to that music with the speakers, through the speakers. The speaker is giving out the sound. So the speaker is again an output device. Printer is again another example of output device. The document that was scanned inside the computer, we can take a printout of the scanned document through the printer. So as the word print out is used, this means it is the output of something that was inside the memory. So this is an output device. You can understand it very nicely. This is the projector. This may be a new thing for many of you. We used projector in our school to have classes on this Oxford Advantage. Something that is already there in the memory of a computer. A projector is used to display those videos, pictures and documents on a big screen. As you can see in this picture, a ray of light is moving out from the device. This ray of light, when it will be reflected on a giant screen, generally the screen should be a white screen, you can see the reflection. Many people together can watch it. As in class, when the computer monitor cannot be viewable for all the students, so we used this white screen. You might have seen this in your school also. A white screen is hanged in place of the blackboard, and the light from this projector is reflected on the giant white screen, where all you students can see the screen properly. So maybe you have not understood it by this explanation because you have not seen it practically. Just you have to understand that this is also an output device. Videos and pictures that are already stored in the computer can be displayed on a large screen with the help of this projector.